What you are seeing here is the supply boat OJIBWAY heading over to service the Arthur M. Anderson. We are just below the locks at Sault Ste. Marie, and the Anderson is downbound with a load of iron ore. Now, anyone who has visited the Soo and watched the big lake boats come and go has probably seen this same dance taking place. First, the OJIBWAY angles in on the lake boat. The supply vessel's captain maneuvers to parallel the freighter's course. Then the OJIBWAY matches the lake boat's speed and eases up alongside. A line is attached from the OJIBWAY's bow to a bit on the lake boat, and the supply vessel is maneuvered and made fast on the freighter's side. After the two are secured together, the supply boat's crane operator fires up the hoist, and the lifting of the needed supplies begins. Now, if you are unaware of the history behind this service, let me fill you in. It all began back in 1901 as the Pittsburgh Steamship Company was forming. They had a fleet of just over 100 lake boats, and keeping each one supplied by offshore vendors in assorted ports was a true nightmare. So, the company consolidated the task and opened their own warehouse just below the locks at Sault Ste. Marie. They also opened a supply base at Conneaut, Ohio. At the Soo, they converted the tug Superior into a supply vessel to meet their freighters below the locks. By 1917, however, there was so much traffic at the Soo that a better vessel was needed. Thus, the 120-foot former ferry boat Frontier was converted to replace the Superior. 20 years later, a new, larger warehouse was established a little bit farther below the locks at the Soo. Then, in 1947, the OJIBWAY, which still operates today, was specifically constructed to do the supply work. From the opening of the shipping season until the closing of navigation, the supply boat works 24 hours, 7 days a week. Everything from common groceries and frozen foods to bed linens to engine room welding rods and mechanical parts are supplied by the little boat. OJIBWAY not only takes supplies to the vessels, but it also takes away items that are not needed aboard anymore and moves them ashore. One good example is just common garbage. Additionally, crew replacements and passengers are often shuttled aboard the lake boats by way of the OJIBWAY. Thus, this little footnote in the maritime history of the Great Lakes performs a critical and often overlooked task all season long. And the service has been going on since 1901.